What's going on, guys? Ghost here, and today I'm bringing us all another top 5. So this week's top 5 is going to be the top 5 worst maps in Infinite Warfare, and all the maps on this list were all commented by you guys on last week's top 5, which was the top 5 best maps in IW. So next week it is going to be the top 5 best maps in Modern Warfare Remastered. So comment down below in your opinion, what is the best map, what is your favorite map in MWR/Call of Duty 4, and the most common map that I see down in the comment section will be considered by you guys the best map and Modern Warfare Remastered. So let's get right to the number 5 spot, which is going to be Breakout. The only good thing about Breakout is definitely the long shots. Like, I really don't like this map at all whatsoever, but when I was going for camo challenges and just when I had to go for my long shots for my snipers and ARs, I definitely love this map because this is like one of the best maps to go for long shots in. Besides those long shots, Breakout is just a very slow paced map for me, at least, especially in TDM, because in TDM I noticed that the time limit is actually reached a lot of the times before the score limit actually does be reached. Like, of course in TDM it goes to 100 kills and the timer says 10 minutes, and that 10 minutes is pretty much up before it even gets to 100 kills, and that definitely does not happen at all in this game. Occasionally it does happen, but for the most part it doesn't. But this map is no exception, it happens most of the time. But besides that, that's the number 5 spot, Breakout. At the number 4 spot is Skydock, and this probably has to be my second favorite map in this game, honestly. And I think the main reason why people dislike this map is just because there's so many like flanking routes in this map. There's so many areas you have to like watch and like try not to be killed from, and I think that's the main reason why people like hate this map. But I guess tell me down below if you guys dislike Skydock, why do you hate it? I think that's the main reason why, because that's why when the game first came out I really hated this map. I hated playing on it because like I didn't know what the spawns were. It's like I would like be looking for somebody and I just got shot from behind. It was definitely super annoying. Like, it does still happen at times, but I think I got this map like locked down. I know where the spawns are, I know where the flanking routes are and such. I think this map does take some time to get used to, so if you guys happen to hate this map still, give it some time to learn the flanking routes and just like use those flanking routes to your advantage and such. But that's pretty much it, guys. At the number 4 spot, Skydock. So coming at the number 3 spot is MadeA, and this map for some reason reminds me of Nuketown. The reason why is just because Nuketown and MadeA are like symmetrical maps that have like the same exact things on each side and such. Like, for example, on MadeA here, MadeA has like those 2 buildings that you can go on top of and everybody camps up there, and with Nuketown you have those 2 houses that everybody just camps up there as well. And for MadeA too, like when you're on top of like either building, you could look down to B, and it's the same for Nuketown as well. And you do have like, you know, on Nuketown you have like the, you know, both sides of the house where people always run down towards, and that's the same here with MadeA here, this exact spot that I'm going in. Like, people always go towards this like, you know, long lane here, and that's the same for Nuketown. So this map is pretty much like Nuketown, kind of, but in space. It's a pretty odd comparison, I know, but I just think the design of this map was probably inspired by Nuketown. I'm not sure about that, but it's pretty much like the number 3 spot, guys. MadeA, it's like, in my opinion, either very fun or just like very terrible to play on with just tons of campers. That's pretty much it. But at the number 2 spot, we do have Crusher, which this, in my opinion, is the worst map in the game. Like, this map, it's super slow paced, just like Breakout, but even more slow. You know, like, this reminds me of a Call of Duty Ghost map, just because the time limit is reached a lot of the times more than the score limit, which that happened, like I said earlier, tons of times back in Ghost. It happens a lot of the times on Breakout in this game too. So it's like, man, Crusher, it should just be crushed, dude. Crushed out of the map rotation. In my opinion, at least, whenever I see this, I'm like, no, I don't want to play this map at all. Why are people voting this? Just why? That's just my thoughts on it, though. Do you guys seem to really dislike this map as well? But that's pretty much it, guys. At the number 2 spot, Crusher. I get the theme of it, I get how it's supposed to be on Mars, but I just don't think it works out. So coming at the number 1 spot is going to be Retaliation. So Retaliation was the most common map on last week's top 5, and I think that Retaliation, in my opinion at least, isn't the worst map in the game. I think that goes to Crusher most definitely. Like, I'd rather play Retaliation than Crusher, to be honest, and I'd probably rather play Retaliation than Breakout too, you know? Like, Retaliation, I get why I think people hate it. I think it's just because of how big it is and just how slow paced this map can be at times, and sometimes it is very fast paced, but like sometimes in TDM the time limit is actually reached before the school limit, just like how what happens with Breakout and Crusher. Very slow paced, but honestly I don't think Retaliation is that bad, to be honest. But tell me your thoughts down below about the whole entire top 5 list. Is it a good list? Do you guys agree with all the maps here on this top 5? That's pretty much you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed, and remember, comment down below for next week's top 5, which is going to be the top 5 best maps in Modern Warfare Remastered. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.